Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, everybody. I am joined on the couch, I'm declaring it right now, by Park City legends. They're only 19 and 17. They're brothers. They were born and raised in Park City. And they're pretty much going to be the greatest skiers alive. I'm saying it right now. I'm joined by Andrew Miller and Max Miller. Thank you guys so much for being on.
Thanks for having us.
And I'm kind of hyping it up, but seriously, like, I'm in my mid-20s. You guys are still teenagers. And what you guys are doing right now, you're on the U.S. ski team.
Yeah.
You're on the United States ski team for development, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. But you guys are huge. I mean, you guys are living out kind of dreams that I'm sure a lot of kids in Park City want to achieve. And like, I grew up in Lake Tahoe, so we had a big Olympic scene there, and I actually went to school with Maddie Bowman.
Oh,
and
cool.
so like seeing Maddie compete in the Olympics, it's like, that's so awesome. She's a couple years younger than me, so I just want to say, it's so awesome what you guys are doing. Seriously, like,
yeah.
Congrats
Thank you
on
so
everything.
much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, just tell us a little bit about, Andrew, we'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about, what you're doing.
Geez, well, I guess I'm just skiing, and with skiing, it definitely requires a lot of commitment as far as off-season training and in-season training, but I'm fortunate to travel around a lot, like all over the world. I was Max and I were both in New Zealand for 3 weeks, and so that was an incredible experience.
And were you training in New Zealand?
Yes.
And that's because of the flip-flop of summer and winter months?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's nice to get on winter snow in the summer and get back into things. And so, yeah, we just spend a lot of time either skiing, and when we're not skiing, prepping for skiing. And we're super fortunate. And we enjoy it.
I mean, how much do you guys devote to training for skiing?
Oh, geez. A lot.
So much they can't even think of a number.
It's definitely a full-time job without getting paid, but
A lot of people kind of think like, oh, skiing only goes on in the winter months, but for us, it's really like
It's all year
full-year
round.
sport.
Yeah. And not only that, but you're about to go off to Dartmouth. I mean, so you're going to be tackling college and doing a full-time job skiing.
yeah.
Dude, I went to college and I
definitely
barely
not gonna
could
be
just
bored.
do full-time.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be bored. It's gonna be good.
And Dartmouth is a powerhouse in alpine skiing, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, how excited are you to compete at
I'm so
Dartmouth?
excited. I have a bunch of good teammates. It's gonna be highly competitive, and I think it's gonna be a really good atmosphere to get better.
And then, Max, you're applying to Dartmouth, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping join my brother in a few years, but we'll see.
I'm sure, dude. I'm sure you're going to make it, too.
Hopefully. Just focusing on getting through high school right now,
Yeah?
not flunking out.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine. And then, so I want to ask this. What's the competition like between you two? Is there any, is it all brotherly love, or is it, Max, you kind of look up to Andrew and be like, I want to be like my big brother, or are you even inspired by your younger brother and being like, he's doing more than I did at his age?
I think a little bit of both for sure.
Yeah.
Ski racing is a funny sport where it has a lot to do with development, and so I think that we're like in that age gap where I'm definitely farther along than he is, and so it's cool to see that he's taking the steps that I did when I was younger, and then he's progressing, if not better in some ways. And yeah, I just try to help him out when I can and show him what I learned, and I think it's a cool atmosphere. So,
Max, how do you feel towards it?
Yeah, it's cool because, growing up for me, it's when I was younger and Andrew started to really get some good results, and he's kind of like the guy I look up to, right? Because he's your brother, he's your older brother. So it's been really cool to watch him progress in the sport, and then also, being able to compete against him and seeing where I am, and it's kind of cool because I see myself at some of the same races now, and at the same time we're competing, but he's still my older brother and someone I can look up to, so it's pretty cool.
That's awesome, because I've met some brothers who like play baseball together, and they're like, once we do baseball, we are rivals. Like they are trying to prove who's the best, and you guys are like, no, we're friends too, we're brothers. Like we want to help each other out, we look up towards each other, and that's amazing. And I want to say this, I do want to touch on this. Andrew, you are top 10 in the world and top 5 in the USA for your birth year. Max, you're #1 in the USA for your birth year. I mean, dudes, come on. Stop it. That's amazing. And you're only 19 and 17. What's the competition pool at your age? I mean, is there a lot of kids in your age group that you have to compete with, or is it kind of a limited class?
No, I think that, there's definitely a lot of ski racing in the U.S., but it's definitely dominated in Europe and stuff, and there's thousands and thousands of kids that compete and all do the same thing. And so there's a good contingent of top juniors in the U.S., and then there's also a huge amount all over. And so that's kind of what I'm focusing more on right now is international racing and competition. So,
Max, how about you?
Yeah, it's kind of similar. I was in my first year FIS last season, which is your first year of international racing, ranked. So obviously there's a ton of good juniors in the United States that I compete against, and I haven't had the opportunity to go over to Europe yet, but there's, like you said, there's a ton of really good ski racers over there. So I'm looking forward to the opportunity to be able to go over there and test out some of my skills against those guys. But we'll see.
I think the biggest thing I'm taking away from you two right now is like, I'm kind of like, you guys are amazing. You guys are kind of just sitting there like, this is normal for you guys. Like it's almost just you guys aren't. It's not that you guys are like, oh yeah, we're so good. It's just you guys are like, yeah, this is what we do. This is awesome. You guys are so humble about it. I mean, that's cool, because I've met some people, in the film world who are like, yeah, I was on HBO or I was on Cinemax, and it's like, okay, you and 1,000 other people, and you guys are just sitting here like, dude, can you stop hyping us up a little bit? Like, it's early in the morning. Stop being so excited about it.
I think that it's awesome that we've accomplished what we've accomplished so far, but there's so much more that we want to accomplish that it's kind of just the process. And so it's exciting, and we're just taking it step by step.
Well, what do you guys want to accomplish? What's your goals for the future? Is it just to start getting to training, or do you guys have bigger goals that you're trying to reach right now?
I think definitely like hoping to be the best in the world someday. Yeah. Every year you have like World Cup globes that you can win for each event, and then there's an overall globe. So I think a goal for me is definitely to try to win that overall globe someday.
I'm sure you will. I mean, again, you guys are only 19 and 17. You still have plenty of years. I mean, as someone who's kind of naive to the world of skiing, what's kind of the age range of like retirement? Because like baseball, it's like, oh, you can play from when you're 18 to like 35. Is that kind of the same for skiing?
Same idea.
Same,
okay.
Yeah.
And how'd you guys get into it?
Our dad was a big skier, so he grew up skiing, and so we both got on skis when we were like 2 years old. Okay. So I guess it's like just what we've known forever. Didn't really have a choice, but we all love it.
Nice. Yeah, it's kind of still what we're doing too. It's like, yeah, we're competing, but at the same time, like we can still go out there and like we do the same thing that we've loved doing since we were 2 years old. Like that's what it's about. We go out and we go skiing as a family on, holidays, and those are like the really fun times too, because you just get to relax and step back. And
I'm sure those are some of the most cherishable times too, where it's just like, hey, it's relaxing. We're with the family. We're with the people who taught us how to ski.
Yeah.
And that's so cool. So again, what's coming up, Andrew? What's coming up for you in the future? You, again, as we said, you are going off to Dartmouth, and then they are pretty much the powerhouse of alpine skiing. What are you planning on doing at Dartmouth, man?
I'm planning to kind of get adjusted to a different kind of lifestyle and trying to enjoy something else. Yeah. And continue to train obviously. And I think it'll be really positive for me to kind of get immersed into a different culture and like just spend the fall studying and then getting fired up for the season. And then once November hits, it's just full on training and getting ready to race. So.
And you say, again, it's a full-time job. I mean, are you working like, all right, I'm waking up at 4 a.m. to hit the mountain by 6, and I'm not getting done till 9 p.m.? Is it really long hours?
It definitely can depend. It depends on the time of year, too, and what kind of volume you're trying to hit. But, yeah, I can definitely be one of those things where you get up really early and you're on the hill training for 6 hours, and then you come back and you just kind of prep for the next day.
And do it all again the next day?
Yeah, exactly.
Max, as we said, you're focusing on graduating high school right now, and then you're also getting ready for training. What else is coming up for you, man?
I'm looking forward. I'm going to Europe in October to train.
Nice. Where in Europe?
We're going to an indoor ski arena in Germany called Wittenberg.
Nice.
And then we're gonna make the drive over to Austria and go to Hintertux, which is a glacier over there.
Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm stoked for it.
I mean, to be able to travel while working is one of the best things. Yeah. It's awesome. I mean, definitely take advantage of everything that you guys are doing because, I mean, again, I'm in my mid-20s and I'm looking at you guys like, damn, you guys are already light years above anything I could accomplish for the rest of my life, and it's awesome.
You're still in your prime, though.
Oh yeah, no, I went downhill a long time ago. I mean, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel with me hosting this show. Trust me. And then, if people want to follow your guys' journey, do you guys have any social media people can go follow?
Yeah, we're on
Instagram.
You're on the Instagrams, the Facebooks.
Instagram, Facebooks, Andrew Miller, Max Miller, and then I'm Andrew Miller 18 on Instagram.
Okay.
And I'm Max_Miller, but there's a second R on the end. Couldn't get Max_Miller, so it's
whoever that other Max Miller is, man.
I hope you're watching this because you're really disappointing me.
That's amazing. And again, guys, I mean, you guys are going to be easily, I'm calling it living legends in Park City. And again, you guys are only 19 and 17, and just from you guys being here, you guys are so relaxed and so just like, yeah, you know, this is just what we do. This is what we've been trained to do, and it's so awesome because again, there's no ego to you guys at all. And as someone who looks up to people like that, it's amazing. It's amazing. So again, thank you guys so much for coming on the Mount Morning Show.
Thanks for having us.
Andrew, Max, thank you guys so much. Guys, we're gonna cut to break right now, but we have plenty of more Mountain Morning Show coming up.